Rick Carone died peacefully amongst family and friends in his childhood home on June 29, 2017. Last week on Sheepshape, we celebrated the life and legacy of Rick, a man who refused to let statistics and a life-threatening diagnosis define him. In his determination to shut down cancer, Rick inspired many to keep fighting, live life to the fullest, and to fear no mountain. Chad Hall is making landfall in West Texas, home of golden canyons, mesquite trees, and long sunsets. The landscape supports a number of animals. Ranchers' cattle forage through the brush alongside deer. The land is also home to a more exotic species, the desert aoudad. Chad and his guide Richard will spend their trip hunting these elusive and agile creatures, working the whole time to outwit and predict the movements and intuitive notions these non-native species possess. In the morning light, a landscape of canyons, rocky hills, and transmission towers emerge. The team is out and searching early. Catching the first movements of the aoudad is crucial to tracking them.
We're hunting 58,000 acres this week. We won't run out of country to hunt, that's for sure.
No, not at all. It's nice having the road system in that we can buzz over to different ranges here and get a lot of ground covered that way.
It's not your typical sheep hunting where you just throw a pack on and hike all day. I mean, once we've got them found, we're definitely gonna have to put some boot leather down, but being able to glass these things up is key. This time of year, they're gonna be all batchered up, rut's over with, so.
That's good, you get to look over more.
Yeah, and typically when we find a good shooter, there'll be multiple in the group. We just gotta make sure we get the right one.
In an effort to let the younger rams grow, the team will only be hunting mature rams.
A lot of these sheep won't even get up until that sun hits them. We won't spend a whole lot of time until that sun's hitting that mountain, that face pretty good. We'll just do a quick look and then we'll come back through and spend a lot of time behind the glass, picking this stuff apart.
The desolate landscape must be examined, hill by hill and bush by bush. The golden hues of the aoudad are the perfect camouflage in these morning hours. The work is tedious, but necessary.
We'll just work this big canyon all the way to the back until we find a good sheep.
The morning hours in Texas can hover around 32 degrees Fahrenheit. While this is not the negative 35 degrees of the Arctic that Chad has recently visited, the warm morning light is a welcomed addition to the search and is reason enough for the team to hop out of the truck and begin looking on foot.
Quite a few of them. I don't see any shooters yet, but see
I can see them and they're coming this way.
all strung out right there.
Man, they blend into that rock, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So from where those ones are, straight up on the farthest hillside,
Anything else come out?
I see 4 right now coming up out of the bottom. Still don't see any shooters in there.
While there are no shooters in this group, seeing sheep is reward enough for the efforts put into waking up early. There is still much of the day left for searching, so for a few moments the team is content to relax, keep their eyes open, and enjoy the sights and sounds of the area. West Texas is waking up, and the team is ready to take it all in.
We've got a lone sheep up here on the side of the face that just spotted. You can take a look at him and see what it is. Hard to tell with your binoculars from that far away if it's even a ram, but big body, assuming it's a ram. Just drop down into that cut.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more we didn't see too.
The sheep have dropped out of sight. The team hops in the truck and moves to a new vantage point. The terrain may be more easily conquered by truck, but that doesn't mean the roads are any more hospitable than the landscape they occupy. This is not new territory for the Sheep Shape crew. They are fully aware of the determination and patience it takes to track down some of the most elusive animals on Earth.
Look at these ones real quick before you. They're right in this triangle right here. Right at the base, laying down, and then there's one roaming around.
I think those are the ones we looked at earlier, but now there's more of them. 3 bedded, 1 standing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw some pretty good ones back here. I saw some good chaps.
How high up were they? Midway up?
They were like right in those red bluffs. Some coming up from below them. Okay, you see this furthest right red bluff?
Yeah.
They're just to the next one over to.
Oh, I see them coming up beside there. They just went down and in for a bit, didn't they?
Yep. Up and around now.
It's a long ways away.
While a promising herd of sheep have been identified, the crew decides to take note of them and survey more of the terrain. It is only day 1 of the hunt, and the team wants to ensure that they work to take the best animal from the land. This segment has been brought to you by Buck Knives, Edge of a Legend.
So I'd encourage everybody to go on the Gunworks site, and they have a rifle builder tool on there where you can go in and build your own rifle and customize it how you like it. The different options, different colors. You know, you can add the bipod, you can add the rangefinders, you can buy the whole package at once. But the big thing is you can go on there and completely build the rifle just like you like it. This just so happens to be the one that I like. It's kind of their Mountain X version. It's a Magnus stock, fluted barrel in the 7 LRM, which is the Gunworks cartridge.
Gunworks, 1,000 yards out of the box. The rugged landscape of Texas and the fleeting nature of the aoudad demand a specific experience and expertise. Richard, Chad's guide, is a lifelong outdoorsman and hunter. He is here to get an aoudad in Chad's sights and help him navigate the canyons of this arid land.
I've been hunting sheep since I was 10 years old. Been guiding hunts since 18, 19 years old. Couple ranches in New Mexico. Started hunting out in Texas about 7, 8 years ago. Probably my favorite part is the people I get to meet along the way. Everybody carries good values and just good people to be around. So it's not really the animals or the hunts, it's the camaraderie with the people I get to hunt with. It's a lot harder than people think. You know, it's not just about spotting an animal and going and killing it. You got to get to them first, and then that you get in there and you can lose them real easily. There's so much stuff they can hide in, so many cuts, canyons, brush. I mean, this is true sheep hunting. This isn't just walk in the park, that's for sure.
After a brief lunch, the search for sheep continues. The team shifts their focus from the brush-filled hills to the spectacular canyons as they look for a shooter ram.
It's a big group. You see the dark dirt right here? Just go straight to the left in those trees on the top.
While Chad keeps an eye on the sheep, Richard gets his spotting scope. At this distance, it is his only chance at identifying a shooter ram.
Big group of sheep over there, but they're about a mile over there, and the mirage is so bad you can't even tell what they are. Can you make them out with the spotting scope?
Most of them I can't see their heads right now, but you can just see some chaps. Can't really tell much about size from here. They just keep moving further into the trees. If we get up on top, we may be able to get a better angle on them.
Go further over that way?
Yeah, this road loops around, comes up here. We may be able to see them a little better.
Probably worth taking a look with that mini over there.
Yeah, definitely. They're actually starting to come out this way. Let me hang out here for a little bit, make sure. We'll wait till they're all in those trees, and then in case something walks out from here that I can see.
Oh, we can always go for a short little hike too.
At Chad's suggestion, the team decides to take a hike around the canyon in hopes of heading off a herd of sheep that are moving up the canyon wall. This will give the team a chance to see if there are any mature sheep in the group. As they round a brush pile, the team sees a band of sheep and cautiously moves in.
Yeah. Didn't bring a gun.
Not knowing just how close he would come to the sheep, Chad has left his gun in the truck. He will have to admire these rams from a distance.
There's a whole group of sheep up here on the top of the mountain. Kind of sitting up in this grass. I'm laying down somewhere, moseying around, feeding, but they're all small. Nothing too big yet. Keep creeping around here and see what we see.
Hunting is about much more than a bullet leaving the chamber or an animal hitting the ground. At its core, hunting is about moments like this, finding a true and meaningful connection with nature.
Yeah, this is a spot to be for your sheep, man. It's up here in the sun, laying flat.
While the team takes a quick break for lunch, Chad decides to take advantage of the midday sun and do a little target practice with his Gunworks rifle.
Well, we're just taking a break here to shoot the gun, make sure it's on. We didn't get a chance to do it the morning in the dark. So we're gonna see if she's on and then have some lunch, go back out hunting.
485.
You guys ready?
Yep.
That one hit it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Definitely would kill that ram.
As the dust settles, it is clear to see that the Gunworks rifle is ready to answer the call for action whenever it comes. This segment has been brought to you by Wild Sheep Foundation. This segment is brought to you by Gunworks, 1,000 yards out of the box. It is mid-afternoon, and the sheep-shaped team are pursuing a promising band of aoudad that is making its way into the canyon.
Straight across from us.
The group has been located. The team will now use the brush to their advantage, hoping to get close enough for a shot.
See this red dirt? Yeah, they were straight in from that. If we just get on this point,
See what we can see down that way. Because they were moving to the left there.
As the team works their way through the brush, they lose sight of the sheep and must rely on instinct to guide them to their prize.
What's that?
that's where we
It seems as if every element of the Texas landscape has conspired against the hunters. The brush and sharp ravines are perfect cover for the aoudad, and the shifting wind makes a direct approach impossible. The team will have to double back and find another way through the rugged landscape. At the top of a ridge, the team rechecks the aoudad and finds them within range.
I think the biggest one's coming in. He just stood up right behind that one. That one's got good chaps, good length. He doesn't have the mass. I think we're just waiting for the big one to step out.
The aoudad are a little over 700 yards away, and the team is set. Now they must wait for the mature ram to make an appearance.
Be ready just in case he comes out right there. Let's wait till that one in the open gets in the trees, and we'll move down to this bench.
Okay, and then I can lay down there.
There comes the other one out behind him. That's a good ram, but that's not the shooter. The shooter's bedded behind him, I'm pretty sure. The biggest ram is bedded right behind that one.
He lay down.
I think he might have. No, he's still standing. As soon as he turns broadside, you let him have it. Right to the front shoulders.
All of the elements are coming together. The ram is in the open. The crosshairs are set. The team waits for the perfect shot.
I'm thinking so for the first day. He's a hell of a ram, but man, he's got great mass. He's not one of those whoppers, you know. And I think if we hold out, we can find something bigger on this place.
Sounds like a plan to me. No rush to shoot.
Yeah, these rams don't even know we're here. We can make a move on these later in the week if we have to. You know, you wouldn't be disappointed with that sheep right there, but I know there's bigger in this country.
No, we got, locale on them, and we don't pressure them, we'll be fine.
You know, let's just back out of here. Try to find something else.
Yeah, that works.
Hunting is just as much about the shots you don't take and the ones you let go, as it is about pulling the trigger. Due to the yardage and maturity of the ram, Chad and Richard decided that it was in the ram's best interest and their own best interest to let the animal live another day and to search for something more mature. This segment has been brought to you by Matthews Archery. Having passed on a ram earlier, Chad and Richard take a few final glances through their binoculars before calling it a day. They hope to identify one more prospective shooter before heading back to camp. This will give them a jump start when morning light hits and the hunt begins again.
Well, we're just looking for some sheep. Some big ones down in this canyon somewhere. We just gotta locate them.
They were coming around that left white little peak.
You think they're here versus over that side?
Well, we're gonna go check there next, but in case they just kept coming up, I wanted to look at all this right here.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna drive around and look down into that one if we can't see.
With no luck on this side of the road, the team moves to scope out their final location for the day, hoping to catch sight of something promising.
On 5 rams that pretty close to where I was thinking those sheep might have gone. There is one good one in there, but the herd we're looking for has 8 rams.
Yeah. The other ones could be laying down still too. Looks like they just popped up recently.
Keep looking and see if there's more up here.
If we put them to bed right there, most likely they'll be, how far do you think in the morning?
They shouldn't be too far in the morning. You can see that face is pretty open over there. We should be able to pick them up first thing in the morning.
The team has identified a mature ram and takes a few more glances at the sheep before calling it a night.
Well, got them found. Just don't have enough time to make a move.
We've got 2 groups of rams. We got 5 here and 3 over here. We have a shooter over there, a few shooters over here. Nothing but options. I'll take a number 2 supersized.
We're going for the right herd then.
Big Daddy over there.
The one in this group's 30, but that one's definitely over.
Do you think this one over here is heavier than the ones over here?
No.
No?
He's a definite shooter, but if we're being picky, we're going for the right herd tomorrow.
As another day of hunting comes to a close, the sheep-shaped team ends with high hopes. Texas proved to be as challenging as it was captivating. Its sweeping plains and rocky canyons providing both cover for the sheep and beauty for the eye. In the midst of this topography, the sheep-shaped team were able to secure several options for tomorrow's hunt. While there are no guarantees in hunting, the team heads to bed looking forward to tomorrow's adventures. Next week on Sheep Shape, Chad Hall fights through the canyons of Texas to get his eyes and his scope on a mature aoudad. The land is unforgiving, and the aoudad elusive. It is an uphill battle. Next week on Sheep Shape.